Hello, this is Valerie Aiello, and you are listening to Idea Diary. Thanks for coming back to my office and hanging out. Today I checked out a bunch of David Lynch books, and I wanted to talk about his idea book, because that's what I'm into. Ideas, and then I'm really into David Lynch movies. This book is Catching the Big Fish, Meditation, Consciousness, and Creativity. So David Lynch famously meditates twice a day for 20 minutes, once in the morning and once before dinner time, I guess. And he's done it every day for 33 years or longer at this point, I'm not sure. He's definitely committed to stopping what he's doing and doing the meditation. I don't know if he ever has to wake up early or if he just wakes up casually every day. I'm guessing if he's on a movie set, he's waking up early. But who knows? Maybe he asks people don't bother him until a certain time of day. And he has his coffee, he has a cigarette, and he sits alone with himself for 20 minutes. And he does transcendental meditation. So people call that TM for short. To learn TM, you have to go to a teacher. You can't learn it online because you have to go to a teacher because everyone gets their own special mantra to repeat. And you can only get that mantra from somebody that you have paid money to, which is not a big deal. I think they have a lot of scholarships and stuff for people who can't afford it and kids. And from looking online, I can't really tell, but it seems like it's between $500 and $1,500. Maybe it depends on your city. So an LA transcendental meditation class might be $1,500, whereas if you live in a smaller town and there's a teacher in that town, that class might be cheaper. I don't know if you learn the exact same thing no matter what. I have no idea. For the $600 range, and I feel like I'm really good when I meditate on something or I decide something that I want. Somehow the money comes to where it's not a risk and it's not a struggle to just get that thing. So I don't know, I'm really good at manifesting certain things like that so that I'm not feeling guilty because I'm not a spender. However, sometimes you just gotta like invest in yourself, and usually if something's like calling your name and you invest, usually it ends up working out in some way. But if you're worried about the money and stuff, I wouldn't do it. There's a lot of people like the woman who wrote You're a Badass. Her kind of whole first book, she really took a leap and paid like 20 grand or maybe more, but something like that, 20 grand to a coach to teach her how to like change your money mindset. And it ended up working out. However, I don't know, I would not personally do that, but I know that if I really wanted it and it was coming to me where it's just like I couldn't get it off my mind, I would somehow figure out, okay, how do I get that money so I don't feel like it's like the biggest risk in the world and I'm not going to completely regret it. So there are ways to like invest in stuff like that. So David Lynch, he says when you go into this 20 minutes of, it's not nothingness, you're saying your mantra and you're diving into an ocean of consciousness. You're not necessarily trying to like clear your mind totally. You're not pressuring yourself. You're just saying your mantra and you're trying to open this space in your mind so that more ideas can come in. You're not deep diving into your consciousness to find a big idea. You're not meditating to find the idea. You're opening your mind and you're letting room for those ideas to flow in. And he says that you're going into an ocean of consciousness. When you do this, your joy of doing increases, your intuition increases, which helps with the ideas, and your pleasure of life grows and your negativity recedes. So I have no idea if that's like a week of doing it twice a day or it takes 10 years and everything falls together. I've listened to a pretty good show about this book recently, and I'll put it in the show notes, a link to it. It's this guy, Kevin Allison. He's being interviewed by a writer. And they talk about this book, and I think they seem very mindful and really aware of what they're doing. However, they're not acting like they've done transcendental meditation and it has solved all their problems. So I wouldn't go into it thinking that. The reason why I really like David Lynch is because he seems to create his day, and that's what I'm into. And I'm really curious to know, does David Lynch ever get overwhelmed, or is he just like calm, cool, and collected all the time, never bothered, always kind of giving everybody, all his friends and family, whoever needs time with him, the time that they need, and doing stuff for himself? He seems really good at like, I'm doing things for myself. So he said, if your goal is to paint an hour a day because you want to have a good quality hour of painting a day, you need to block out 4 hours. So I really resonate with that. I'm a person that needs a lot of time and a lot of space. I am an introvert, I guess, in a way that I really enjoy all my time alone. I like just being with me and my laptop and the internet and creating whatever I could create. I would be fine, being by myself for a whole month and just doing stuff and like have fun every second. However, I do have an extrovert side of me, and that has slowed down a bit the older I get. I used to have to go out, Friday and Saturday night, no matter what, and I'd have to go out one night a week. I was always really into friends and really into like hanging out and having fun. Now, I definitely can go a whole week without needing to do anything, but there's always something, somebody has a birthday or somebody has this or that or a show or something. And I feel like I've mentally slowed down on how much I need to hang out, and I try to reel it in a little bit. So with every invitation to do something, I don't say yes anymore. Not that I said yes out of guilt or anything. I would just, if there was something happening, I wanted to be a part of the party. And now I've definitely slowed that down. I definitely try to like not to have any extra plans in November, December, because there's already so many plans that I get overwhelmed thinking about all the extra things. So David Lynch, and watching his documentaries or his whatever he's got going on, listening to his audiobook, just like to take a minute to relax, really relaxes me. I like how he has his own style when he does things, and he has an essence to where you wouldn't tell David Lynch what to do. If David Lynch has a good idea, you let him go with it. If you get a chance to work with him or anything like that, he definitely is someone I aspire to kind of be like. He's just effortlessly cool and just like cool forever. And he'll be cool no matter how old he is. So I just love that. So that's just what I wanted to talk about today. If you need something to like listen to while you're bored, find this book. There's some chapters on YouTube, the audiobook. If you want a short little book to kind of read over the weekend or something, this is definitely something self-helpy, but also just inspirational, I guess. I'm into meditation just because I'm really into being calm and like focused and being aware of like my brain. And yeah, it's just really cool. He says you shouldn't go into the meditation to find the idea. It's just to clear your mind out and to make room for the new ideas to come in. I definitely have ideas in the between asleep and awake. So I will think about something all day. If I'm trying to create something, I will try to look at as many examples and try to get some inspiration from something. I will go to stores that have cool stuff and just kind of look at fonts, and wherever I am, just look at different things. And I don't really like force myself to sit down and make something. I do the look for inspiration, do whatever makes sense, like listen to music or go to the movies or go to gift shops, whatever makes sense for whatever I'm trying to create to do. Or just if I'm making a logo design for somebody, and I will go look at all the different companies that are even related, some adjacently related. I will look at all the brands that the person I'm designing for likes, so I get an essence of what they're doing, or I get an essence of their style in their head that I'm trying to like pull out of them so I can create like their dream logo. But I'm very much a relaxer and searcher. And then when I go to sleep, the ideas will come to me like right before I wake up, between asleep and awake. And that's kind of my style of doing it. But if I could force myself to meditate once a day, no matter what, that would be amazing. Maybe I should shoot for twice a day, because if I miss one, that's okay. I'm into really long mornings, so maybe I can try that. But it's just in the morning time, I'm kind of like, I don't want to stop and slow down. I want to like start ramping up and starting to make something happen. So we'll see how meditating consistently works for me. But I'm definitely like starting out in December, so by January 1st, and I'm doing all my New Year's resolutions, I can like be full in the game of consistently meditating and making it happen. I have other tricks for meditating that I like to do, which will be for another video. That's kind of like meditation is like the overall term to stop and like calm your brain and open the consciousness and open the space for new ideas. And I guess that's the show for today. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.